Today we're gonna be talking about trail running, why I like it, why I'm starting to incorporate it more and more into my training, and how I think it's gonna help benefit me in a triathlon that's not a trail triathlon. It is on pavement and it's very flat. That's why I think I can break an hour in it. But why am I adding some of this elevation, dirt, rocks, technical terrain? We're gonna talk about all of it in today's video, so hopefully you'll stick around. Let's get straight into it. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my crazy challenge of trying to break 1 hour in a sprint triathlon, training 1 year for it, right? First ever triathlon was in August. 1 year from then, I will be attempting to break the 1 hour mark in a sprint triathlon. A very exciting challenge, very excited for it. Today, we're gonna be talking about trail running. Why do I run on trail? And why have I started incorporating that more and more into my training? Well, it comes down to a few things. Now, I'm not coming out here and saying, hey, for your 5K training, you should only run on the trail. No, that's not what I'm saying. Unless your 5K part of your triathlon or your triathlon run is on a trail, there's a lot of benefit for running on the road, getting used to running on the road. The muscle groups and the pacing and the feeling of running on the road is important, even just down to the shoes that you're wearing, right? The trails I'm running on, they're pretty good. They're not super blown out. I mean, you can see behind me, just kind of standard dirt trail. There are quite a few rocks, as you'll see right now. That's the kind of stuff I'm running on. Why would I want to run on the road or in a gym when I could be out here? Relaxing, it's fun, fresh air, and you get to meet some people sometimes that are also passionate about being on the trails. You get just beautiful views, and it's motivating. It's motivating to keep training, to keep going. So that's the first reason. I just like being outside better than indoors, and it's more interesting. And kind of going along with that, it's more technical running. My brain is more occupied. If I'm running on a treadmill, you're just like zoning out. And I can find road running similar in some ways. Sometimes it's the same thing where it is just kind of trudging along forward. Whereas out on the trail, there's lots of elevation changes. There's technical terrain, rocks, roots. You know, sometimes the waters run a gash through it or a little ravine you got to jump over. Just keeps the brain more occupied, keeps me more focused on placing my feet, picking my line through the rocks, and, you know, making sure I don't fall over. I have something for my brain to focus on besides just the fact that, man, my legs are getting a little tired, or man, I'm breathing a little heavier. What's my heart rate at? I can kind of just lock into focusing on the trail and some ways forget about the pain of what I'm doing or the distances that I'm covering. I just see better progress when I run on the trail. I think it's a combination of those things I said earlier. I find I take big leaps and bounds when I do trail run. I feel like it really strengthens some muscles that are personally weak for me, my calves being probably the main one, and the inclines, the declines, stability of your foot on the dirt and in the rocks. Get some of those foot muscles, those calf muscles, your Achilles tendon. Obviously, you're not training a tendon, but the muscles around your foot to support that tendon really strengthens them and helps them, I think, grow a little faster on the trail. Now, that being said, it can be dangerous, right, to run on a trail if you're not in a good enough shape to do so. You could overtrain, but for me, I just find I take leaps and bounds. I think also part of it is if I do stop to walk because I'm a little out of breath, which is totally fine, and actually a lot of times part of my training plan is to do some runs, do some walks, do some runs, do some walks, get that interval training going, different heart rate zones I'm trying to target. When I do walk, if I'm walking on a trail, because of the incline, the decline, etc., I feel like I get more muscle training, even though it might not be as heavy cardio when I'm walking, right? I'm letting my heart rate come back down. But from a strength perspective, I just feel stronger. I feel like I get to train my strength a little bit more on the trail. So that's kind of the third and final reason. And, you know, maybe the main technical reason besides just I like being out here and I find it more interesting and it, you know, distracts me from the pain. From a technical perspective, from an actual performance perspective, I find that's kind of why. Welcome back to the car. Run done, 5K done. With that, I think we'll end this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming along for a run with me. We'll see you next time.